Okay, so welcome to Monday's Advanced Yoga Practice, Part 1, Kapinjalasana, Partridge Pose. So a couple of weeks with this one and then we'll move on to Part 2. So just start by finding somewhere that feels comfortable for you. And we will just do a few laid back Kalabati. So if you have kind of laid down, just get back up again. And then just start by very briefly tuning in. So find the parts of the body that are in contact with the other parts of the body. So it might be fingertips on legs, might be elbows, it might be inside of the arms, on the side of the waist. So parts of the body that are touching other parts of the body. And then let that go. And be aware of parts of the body that are touching the earth. So that might be outside of the feet, maybe somewhere around the ankles, lower legs. And then tune into the breath. And notice the parts of the body that the breath touches. And notice how your body feels now. Right here, how you feel. And maybe based on that you decide how you want to practice today. Whether it's a little bit softer and sweeter, whether it's a little bit more energetic. And either way, take the shoulders all the way up, send them behind, and lower them all the way down. And then once more, shoulders come all the way up. You take them behind and roll them down, just as if you were kind of kneading a bit of dough. Inhale, and last time, exhale. So from here, just really gentle Kalabati. We're going to take breaks when we need it. From the belly, we really focus on the exhale. We draw the belly in as we exhale. And the inhale just takes care of itself. So we exhale, draw the belly back towards the spine. Mouth is closed. You should hear that really lovely out breath, that deep. And then just pause for a minute. Let's take some rounds together. So we're going to do 10 slow and controlled pulses and then a nice deep inhale. Inhale to prepare. Inhale. Just before we take another couple of rounds, just notice how you feel. Make sure the blood pressure is feeling even. Inhale to prepare. 10 more. 10 more. Allow the eyes just to softly close. Just notice how the head feels. Breath returns to normal. And then open your eyes. We're going to make our way to standing. So however you wish, depending on how you're sat, come to standing. So we find our way to the feet. First time we've been on our feet. Hopefully they're kind of naked on the floor. And very gently find a position where the feet feel really stable. So there's a sense of gravity dropping all the way through the bones and there's not so much effort. And then from here we're going to take tiny little circles in one direction just to start. And then just start to make these circles bigger. And then keeping that kind of depth of circle, think about the outside edge of the foot, so the little toe side. So you really start to warm up where we're going to be balancing on. So if you think about Kapinjalasana and variations, side plank, then we're on the outside of the foot, the edge of the foot. So really try and get that sensation. You can feel it become alive. And then small circles in the other direction. So again, we're focusing on the outside foot. So it might be that as you focus on the outside of the foot, you lift the inside, you lift the big toe off a little bit maybe, so you can really find some weight going through there. Again, these circles are really quite big now. And it doesn't matter if you stumble. In fact, especially if you're practicing at home, it really doesn't matter. No one's going to see. So really try and get those circles so that you do have to engage quite a lot of muscles to stop you from stumbling. And then find stillness. Wriggle the toes. Right foot stays down, it presses, it spreads, whole thing is on the earth. Make sure you've got enough room behind you. Left foot comes off. I'm going to take small circles with the left foot. And even though I say circles, not really circles, they're more kind of half circles because you can't get that circle where the leg is. And just again, start to make these a little bit bigger. When you next find your way to the back, so the leg is extended behind you, keep the back upright, but really try and kick the leg behind, so really engaging through the glute. And from here, you're going to press and flex the ankle. So you're going to point and flex the toes, point the toes away, and then flex. Of course, you can use a wall. Sometimes that actually makes it a little bit more stronger. And then when you're ready, knee bends. Take the knee inside. Take the knee to the outside and then just straighten the leg. And from here, we're going to squeeze the toes in and then spread the toes out. Squeeze the toes and then spread, squeeze. Draw the knee back in. Knee comes up, and then we take those little ankle circles with the knee up. And then gently place that leg down. We'll come back to that in a minute. Give it a little bit of a shake. You might feel the standing leg has had to work really hard to stabilise you. Take a few figures of 8 through the hips, just easing out anything we might have caused. And then left leg stays down, it spreads. Right leg comes off the floor, and again we take those little half circles, starting off small. And be aware of where in the circle you take up most room. So it's probably going to be as you bring that foot in front, you've kind of got a bigger circle there. So really try and make the back of that circle as big. When you next find yourself all the way to the back, Keep the torso upright and extend through the back leg. So you kick the back leg away. You're going to point and flex the toe. So ankle is kind of moving like this at the moment, just in case you can't see that. Knee bends, knee comes in. Knee comes out to the side, straighten the leg. Try to resist the temptation of going off to the side, see if you can keep upright. And then squeeze the toes together and release, squeeze the toes. Release, squeeze. Bend the knee. Knee comes up. And then nice ankle circles. And you can change direction when you're ready. Foot comes down. We take the feet a little bit wider, we just ease out. I feel like I'm doing hula dancing. I'd be an amazing hula dancer. Any offers? And then similar. Right foot stays down. It's going to be a little bit stronger now. We're going to take the left foot behind us and we're going to try and keep upright as we extend that left leg off of the ground. We bend the knee and then flex the foot. So the sole of the foot is kind of flat, and imagine that we're pressing into a wall with that sole of the foot. So push the sole of the foot away from you, as if there's a wall right next to us, and you're really kind of printing the sole of your foot to the wall. And then lift that leg a little bit higher. Stay here. Shoulders soft. Draw the knee back into alignment. And from here, same again. We take the knee all the way up. I'm going to keep my bent for now, but you can bend or straighten. Couple of things. This knee is going to want to fly forward, fabs. See if you can draw it back so it stays in line with the hips. You're going to want to lean to the right. You're going to want to lean away from the leg that's lifted. Again, try and resist that, so stay upright. Bend the knee. Take the knee up. Gently extend, again press into the heel, so as if you're pushing a wall away. Bend the knee, we're going to hug the knee in as we round. Drop that foot down, hula. And then other side. Left foot strong, steady. Right foot comes behind. We take that floating foot up, we stay upright, we squeeze, bend the knee, push the sole of the foot away. So really, really push, flat foot, lift that floating knee a little bit higher, push it away. I've kind of leant forward, see if you can come upright. And then bring the knee in. Take it out to the side, and again, option to straighten, your choice. But again, don't let the knee come forward, keep it in line. Try not to tilt to the opposite direction, try and keep the crown of the head pointing straight to the sky. Knee comes back into the center, knee comes up. Push through the heel and extend the leg. Bend the knee, hug in, round. And then knee drops down, give it a little bit of a shake. Come to the front of your mat if you've somewhere other than the front of your mat. And come into a nice, juicy, silky forward fold. It's probably going to feel really lovely. On the glutes, the hammies, the back. And you can rock forward and back here, just easing out. And then finding the rhythm in our practice. Inhale, we come all the way up, back is switched on. We exhale, we bend our knees, hands fly behind. We inhale, soften through the knees, come all the way up. Exhale, if you've got room, arms come to your side, forward fold, weight through the toes. Inhale, flat high back, arms behind, knees bent. Next, inhale, squeeze through the heels, rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat high back. Exhale to bend the knees. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees. Take the hands to the floor. From here, step the right foot back, long way back. Inhale to rise, crescent lunge. Front knee is bent over the ankle. We're going to inhale as we take the arms up. And as we exhale, roll through the wrists and bring the shoulders down. So really get a few nice circles through there. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. And as we exhale, we're going to circle them wide. Inhale, and exhale to circle. Inhale, take them wide, and then from here we're going to think about externally and internally rotating through our shoulders. So thumbs stay up, and then as we exhale we drop them down, and notice as you're looking at the wrists that your shoulders are moving with the wrists. Make sure that front knee hasn't come a little bit closer to you, and then from here push into the heels of the hand. Straighten one of the hands, so the palm's facing straight down. The other palm is pushing away from you, and then change. So one palm is pushing down to the floor, the other palm is pushing to that side of the wall. And this is the position we're in when we're in side angle. Not side angle, side plank. Inhale, arms come up, look up. Exhale, dive the arms down. Step forward, take a little bit of a shimmy. Other side. Left foot steps back. Inhale, we come up. I've got a nice, sweet crescent lunge. Inhale, we take the arms up. And as we exhale, we roll through the wrists. Bring them down. Inhale as we take the arms up. And then circle and open them just like we did with the feet. Maybe we've got a little bit more room now for these circles, so we get the chest involved. Last one. We inhale, we take the arms out to the side. And then we roll through. Thumbs come up. And then we take the thumbs as close as they'll go to facing behind us. Last one. Inhale. One palm is down, other palm faces the wall. And then we change. So I've just realised that even though one palm was meant to be down, I've kind of taken my fingers to facing down. So maybe you've done that as well. Main thing is we're really pushing through the wrist that is facing its own wall. Inhale, look up. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, down, dog. I'm on my fingertips just because I was short of space, but it's up to you. Drop onto the knees. And just take a few rocks and a few circles. The wrists and their arms should feel like they've already had a little bit of a workout. We're going to take quite a nasty little plank variation. So wherever you are, make sure that your plank makes sense. Wrists just slightly in front of the shoulders. Knees drop down, core is lifted. And then I'm actually going to properly time this. We'll take a 1 minute plank. Breathing. As we exhale, we're going to lift knees up. As we inhale, knees come down. As we exhale, knees lift up. Inhale, they drop down. So take your time. I'll let you know when we're halfway through. Take a rest whenever it is that your body's asking. Tuck the toes. Exhale to lift. Inhale as you drop the knees back down. Press through. Exhale to lift. Inhale to drop. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway through. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you drop. You don't have to go as speedy as I am. In fact, it's slightly worse if you go slower. Last 3. Last 1. Exhale. Drop onto your knees. Come rest in child's. You might want to shake your wrists out. 5 nice round full breaths in child's. Last breath. Take your time, come all the way to down dog. And then slide the weight forward. Drop onto the knees. Exhale onto your belly. Slide the hands forward, just a brief sphinx. Have a little bit of a side to side action. It's probably going to feel really super lovely on the front of the belly, the core. And then hands come underneath your shoulders. You tuck your toes. Exhale as you push straight up. So just listen carefully or look carefully. We're going to inhale. We're going to come through to seated. Right foot extends up, 3-legged dog, nothing new there. As we exhale, right knee comes in. We take a pigeon position with that floating leg that's underneath us. And then we kind of step it a little bit through. So we're kind of like we're thinking about landing in pigeon, but it's a little bit further forward. And from here, we take the weight forward. We cross the ankles. And we're in a seated position. Undo the legs. Lay on your back. From here, hands come behind your head. Lift your chin just off of the ground, chin tucks in. Legs lift off. Twisted core with a little bit of an added extra. We exhale as we come up. We inhale to twist. Exhale, open up the arm. Inhale, open up the leg. Exhale, leg and arm comes back. Inhale to come up. Exhale as we come down. We come all the way up. Twist to the other side. Open the arm. Inhale, open the leg. Exhale, center. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. 2 more on either side. We come up. We take a twist. Exhale to extend the arm. Inhale to extend the leg. Exhale, leg and arm. Inhale to center. Exhale to come down. We rise. Take a twist. Extend the arm. Inhale to extend the leg. Exhale, leg and arm returns. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, release. Last one. We come up. We twist. We exhale to extend the arm. Inhale, extend the opposite leg. Exhale, replace the arm, the leg. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down, last one. We come up, we twist, we exhale, extend the arm. Inhale, extend the opposite leg. Exhale, both arms and legs together, and then come down. I think we've done. If I've miscounted, you need to do the right amount. I'm done, so fine. So whatever your body's calling for, we've worked really strongly. We've shortened quite a lot of the superficial core muscles. So wherever you need to lengthen. If you feel it a little bit deeper, you're probably better off to come to Kapinjalasana, so the whole of the core and the pelvic floor can release down. Either way, 3 breaths. And then when you're ready, staying with your back on the floor, we're going to rock up through bow and then lean forward a little bit so we can come up to a squat, so we can come up to stand. So take our time. We're on our back, we take the arms and the legs overhead, and we come onto boat, and then we rock back. So we just get our momentum. I might do a little bit more space, otherwise I'm going to go head first into the cabinet. If there feels like there's a little bit of momentum, as we rock, we pop our feet down and we lift our butt up. Take your time. At some point you come to a forward fold. From that forward fold, you can either walk your hands to the front of the mat, or you can take the feet to the back, depending on where it is that you've landed in that forward fold. So we're in a down dog, elbows are wide, we shimmy the shoulders in, head is soft. From here we're going to inhale to that weird looking half plank, half down dog. Right hand comes a little bit closer forward, and then we start to lean forward. Start to look to our left as we take our first Kapinjalasana with the top foot bent, top leg bent, top foot behind us. And then left foot comes down, we turn the feet, same thing on the other side. Left hand a little bit further forward than the right, we come forward to a half plank, half down dog. We start to turn the feet, so we're on the outside edge. Top foot lifts up and it comes behind us, so we're on the tiptoes of the top foot. Top leg is bent. We drop the hand, we take the foot back, all the way to down dog. Inhale as you look through your fingers. Exhale to step through, finding our flow. Inhale, come all the way up. Look up. Exhale, set the hands in namaste in front of the chest. Chin drawn in, belly soft. Breath full and free. Body feeling totally alive. Inhale, look up, straight towards the thumbs. Exhale, dive forward, finding the rhythm again. Inhale, flat higher back. Exhale, bend the knees a little bit lower. Inhale, look up to the thumbs. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, flat high back. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale from the feet, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Last one here. Inhale, flat high back. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, come up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Now it's up to you, you're totally ready. If you want to step back or jump back to plank, go for it. I'm probably not going to have space. And from here, all your way to down dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee forward to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog, leg is straight and high. Exhale, right knee comes underneath the body, you round through, it comes through the center, still hovering. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee bends underneath the body. Take the right knee to the elbow and lift and turn the foot as if you're going to come into pigeon, but you're not, you're just going to land there or hover there. And then land in pigeon. Just briefly, breath gathers like you're gathering a bowl of strawberries. Gathering your breath. And then tuck the back toes, press through the back toes, lift the back heel up, lift the back knee. Exhale, down dog. Coming into fallen triangle, so kind of where we've been going. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, right knee comes underneath the body. You take that twist, right knee to left elbow, straighten the leg out. Start to turn, so you're going to be facing that straight leg. Weight is on the right hand, fallen triangle. So this time we're on the inside of that back leg, the big toe side, and we're on the outside of our front leg. Exhale, take the hands back, step back to down dog. Inhale as you slide forward to plank, dropping the knees. Exhale all the way down. Hands come behind, just briefly inhale, find your way to locust. Draw the shoulders together, draw the shoulders down, lift up, take the legs off. And then from here we're going to keep everything the same, but we're going to take the arms wide so they come level with our shoulders. And then they're going to come up ahead. From here we're going to make fists. Exhale, we're going to bend the elbows. Inhale as we straighten the arms out, so as if we're flying. And exhale, we come behind. So arms are behind us by our side. Inhale all the way back. Arms face straight forward. Exhale, bend. Inhale, arms face to the side. Exhale, all the way we're in locust. Exhale, arms come behind. Inhale, arms make that big circle all the way in front of us. Last time. Exhale, we bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten up the arms. Exhale, come behind. Inhale, arms make their way to the front. Exhale, drop the hands underneath us, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. From here we're going to inhale, right leg sweeps up. Exhale, take it forward, step through. So we're thinking about warrior 3 and then twisted Utkatasana, twisted chair. So up to you, a block is a great thing. From here we're going to inhale, come all the way to crescent. Perfect. Lose my leggings. We're going to shift the weight forward and very, very lightly take that back foot off of the ground, keeping our hands in prayer. So shift the weight forward, lightly pick up that back foot. Everything stays in line. I'm just going to reposition myself. Hips are in line. From here, keep the hips as they are. So try not to change the position of the hips. And we're just going to turn to look to the right. So we're going to turn towards that front foot, taking a twist. Hips don't twist with it, just through the mid-spine. Staying in that same position, bending the front knee, and then curling the back knee. Foot comes down, twisted chair. Sit the hips a little bit lower. a little bit lower. Keep the knees in line and back and the hips low. Inhale to look down. Exhale, pop the hands down. Straighten the legs. Shake the head. Give the fingers and the wrists a little bit of a shake. Coming on to the other side. Inhale, flat high back, arms behind you. Exhale to bend the knees. Inhale, look up, thumbs up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, flat high back, arms behind. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, push from the feet, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat high back. Exhale, bend through the knees. Inhale, thumbs up, look up. Exhale, open the arms all the way down. Up to you. Step back, jump back, plank. Exhale, down dog. Reposition the arms, reposition the hands. Make sure that you feel really stable. So the length of your down dog feels like there's lengthening through the back. And it feels like you feel balanced. So if we lift that left leg, we feel like we could stay here for a while. We're going to exhale, that left knee comes underneath the body and it travels towards the left elbow. We inhale, so don't rush here. Inhale, take the time. Extend the body now. Exhale, left knee comes underneath, straight through. Still hovering. Inhale, we extend the left leg up. Exhale towards the other side. Left knee, right elbow, hover. Inhale, three-legged dog, nice and slow. Exhale, left knee. Once again comes to the left elbow. And the left foot tries to make its way to the left wrist. As if we're pigeoning, but we're going to hold and hover. And then lower the knee, lower the hips. Find pigeon. Who knew flying pigeon was so intense? They look like they have fun, don't they? So we're sitting pigeon. Once again, we've got our basket of breath. Tuck the toes, press back into the feet. Exhale all the way to down dog. So that fallen triangle, we've been making our way there. So think of it as a twist. We really want to get that left knee really as far as possible towards the right side, all right? So it's going to twist underneath, it's going to cross our body. Inhale, left leg sweeps up. Exhale, left knee comes in. We start to twist, so that left knee starts to come towards the right elbow. Weight is very much so on the left hand. We straighten the leg and we turn to open. So we're on the big toe side of that back leg, we're on the little toe side at the front. Press into the feet and lift the arm up. Exhale, hand comes down. Move back to down dog. Take 3 more breaths in down dog. Fix the gaze, last 2 breaths. And inhale, forward to plank. Drop the knees. Exhale, bend the elbows. Come all the way down. Inhale as you lift up to locust. Exhale as you lift the legs. Arms are by your side, behind you. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way in front. Exhale, make fists, bend at the elbows. Inhale, push the arms away. Now if you want, you can push into the heels of the hand, keeping the palms flat, so thinking about side plank. Exhale, we take it behind. Inhale, all the way forward. Exhale, we make fists, bend at the elbow. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Inhale, last one, keep everything up. Exhale. Inhale to push. Exhale. Take the hands down by your side. Head comes to one end, one side. And then take the head, look at the other way, ear to the other side, giving your back a little bit of a shake. And then from here we're going to bend the knees. Then we're going to grab hold of the ankles. So I prefer my outside ankles, but if you prefer the inside, perfect. We're going to try and keep the knees fairly close together. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Head stays in line. First thing we're going to do is kick back. So as if we're really kicking the ankles towards the back of the room, that's just going to lift our chest off. And either we stay here because that just feels nice, opening up through the front of the body, still keeping that kick, or we lift the legs off and come into Kapinjalasana. Breath is from the side, so breathe in through the sides of the waist and towards the sides of the room. Last 2 breaths. And then drop the knees, take the hands underneath the shoulders, and very, 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 very slowly round the back. And finally drop the hips back to child's. 4 nice, smooth, deep breaths in child's. And we're going to come into Kapinjalasana side plank on the other side in a moment. Last breath. Inhale when you're ready, hands back down. Exhale through to down dog. We're going to walk the hands a little bit further forward. And we're going to inhale, rock forward. From here we're going to put all the weight through the right hand and turn the right toe so it's facing the long end of your mat, bringing the left foot behind us and looking up. Exhale, bring the arm overhead, hands come down, back to down dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps up. We're on the tiptoes of our right. Tiptoes are facing forward though, so they're not twisted. Exhale, left knee comes through this, and we step it through. We inhale to come up. So we think about warrior 3, maybe blocks, maybe not. Give ourselves enough room. Hands into prayer. Oops. The longer that we've gone, the more energy we need to shoot up, which means the more energy we need to hold ourselves back. So if you've gone really long with that back leg, you need a lot of force to bring you forward, but then you need a lot of force to slow you down. So you adjust what makes sense to you. We take our time, we start tipping forward. We draw that back leg up. Warrior 3, we're nice and steady. Big toe on the ground. Floating leg lifted. Back long. And then we think about taking a twist towards the left side of the room. So we're going to turn towards that front foot, just through the middle of the ribs. So press the hands in to get a little bit of traction and just twist. Hips staying level. If you twist them when you come into twisted chair, they're going to be a little bit thwarted. Bend that floating leg a little bit closer into the standing, and then floating leg comes down, sink all the way into twisted chair. Hips low, knees in line, try and keep the knees back. We're floating the arms so the arms aren't leaning on anything. Inhale, look down. Exhale, hands down. Straighten the legs. Give your head a little bit of a shake. And then take your time from the feet. Push up. Lift the arms, look up to the thumbs. And exhale into Namaste. We're going to take some little twists here. And then we're going to come into a left and a right side Vashisthasana with the top leg bent and the top leg's foot behind us. So just like we've been doing. When we get there, we're going to think about playing with lifting and lowering that top leg foot off of the ground. And we're going to stay there for quite a while. If your wrists or something just needs a bit of a break, take a break and then come back to it. So from here, we're going to make our way down onto the floor. If you want to come down through a squat, go for it. If you want to come down through anything, go for it. If you come through a squat, then you can take the hands forward and step back to down dog. So you want your down dog to be nice and lengthy, so that when you come into your side plank, everything is in line. So wrist just slightly forward of the shoulder, long diagonal line. So from here, when we're ready, we're going to inhale, take the left hand a little bit further forward. Come forward to a left hand slightly closer plank. We're going to turn the feet, so the feet are facing the long end of the mat. I'm going to lift the top arm. Top leg bends and comes to the floor. We push through the foot. Most importantly, we push through the foot, little toe side, just like we did when we warmed up. And then we come off of the toes and then land. Off the bent knees and land. Off the bent knee toes, land, 2 more. Off of the bent knee toes, land. Keep the hips up, don't let them drop like I've just done. And then turn the hands. Bring the knees down. Shake the wrists. And if it felt like that bent top leg, the foot wouldn't come off, totally fine. Even just sending your brain the signals down to your foot is going to help. Sometimes it feels like you're going to tip backwards, that's totally fine as well. Even just holding it there without the back foot, the top leg rather, foot lifting is blooming brilliant. Last breath. Hopefully not entirely last breath, but last breath in down dog. Right arm a little bit further forward. We inhale, come forward to that weird kind of plank down dog. We turn our feet, top leg bends, top leg feet to the floor. We press through that standing hand, and we press through the little toe side of the foot that's on the floor, and we see if we can lift and lower. Squeeze the glutes, lift and lower. Squeeze. Last one. Turn the hand back, turn the torso back, drop the knees, turn the palms facing you, so the top of the hands are onto the floor, and the fingers are going to be looking straight at each other. So fingers pointing towards each other, top of the hands to the floor, and then gently, so you want to place most of the weight behind. You're going to take a really soft cat-cow as you unwind the hands, lifting up and then rounding. When you round, drop the head, allow the chest to get closer to the chin, allow the tongue to soften, head to dangle. And when you come up to your cow, you might even want to press through the toes so the whole front of the body gets a really decent amount of length. If at any time you want to change the position of your hands, maybe onto your forearm, do anything so they feel like they've just recovered. You think we've done quite a lot of pressing in this direction. And come sit on your mat however you feel is best, least amount of effort. We're just going to release the upper body. So right arm comes across, other arm bends, it hugs it in. And you can play with the rotation of your shoulders here, just turning the thumbs down and up, and see where you feel your body feels most happy. Thumb up or thumb down. And then inhale, we're going to stay on that same side. We're going to think about just releasing through the upper fibres of the traps. Actually, you can probably see here. So, the traps are kind of like a little diamond shape, but really, a lot of times it's the top of that diamond, and the fibres go up like this, so they run up, as opposed to the middle ones, which go straight out, and to the lower ones, which go down. These ones go straight up, and towards the middle of the skull. So they come all the way down to the sides of your upper arms. So we're going to follow that kind of area, and we're going to release it. So feel where your collarbones are. So they go all the way to the arms and then all the way to the chest. And about midway, and then walk your hands behind, and you should be kind of on a fairly bulky bit of muscle. So anywhere along there going up is part of our upper traps. So if you find a little bit of a sore spot, you can hang out there more than usual. Right? We're going to take 2 or 3 minutes on both sides. This is completely your stuff. Doesn't have to look like what I'm doing. Just get a sensation of releasing. It might feel warm. It might feel kind of sore. So literally, we're going to take the opposite arm and hand to the traps. And then we have a little bit of a route around. So I use 2 or 3 fingers, and I just kind of press fairly firmly. I'm probably about 70% of my maximum press. And when I feel a spot that just feels a little bit knotty, I lengthen through, I pull down that shoulder, and then I take the ear to the opposite shoulder, and then come up. I might press a little bit more firmly, and then release. And I might wander around. So if I have got a sore spot, I won't go too far from the sore spot. I'll just kind of go around it and do the same thing with my head. So walking around. If it helps, you can close your eyes. when you get up to more kind of towards the top of the traps, it's actually best to take the head and nod it forward. And sometimes it feels nicer to take the same hand as you nod the head forward. Just depends on feeling. Sometimes I even like to grab kind of the whole thing. So I draw my shoulder up quite close to me so I can really get the hollow, and then take the whole muscle in between my hands and then peel it apart. And then if you've had enough, you can shake the arm, shake the shoulder, and then just feel the difference between the two. And then we come and stretch. Other shoulder, we turn and release the wrist. And then we shake out. So opposite arm comes to the trap. And it's really very common for one side of the neck, this upper back, to feel really different underneath your fingers. So you might need something very different on this side that you did on the other side. So essentially we're kind of moving around on the hunt. When we find something, it might be enough just to massage around it, or it might be that we take the ear. So we're moving the muscle and stretching it as we move the ear to the shoulder. But we've got our hands kind of pressed on that knotty area, so we're really encouraging everything around that knotty area, targeting it to release around, so that hopefully that knot can not only get fresh blood and oxygen into the fibres, but also release any waste that might have accumulated. So we're here for another couple of minutes, so have a little root round. And this muscle is a massive, beautiful little stress holder. It loves to try and protect us. So if we've been feeling less than safe, it loves to switch on, but sometimes it's not super great at being able to switch off. So the tone is there even when we're resting. Take your time. When you've finished, close your eyes, just check back in. And if your eyes are closed, I just like to sometimes feel where the head is being pulled. Does it feel like the head is being pulled to the left or to the right? And then just see if you can find a sense of being even, being straight up. When you're ready, we're going to come down and take a few supine resting stretches. So come into a lazy, a short, a sweet, a wide-legged down dog. And because I feel like I tempted you with that very short pigeon, I'm going to take a little bit of a longer pigeon now. And then we're going to come into a twist to really give those incredible butt muscles, which has worked very hard and which will work even harder when we come into Kapinjalasana. So we're in down dog, we sweep the right leg up, three-legged dog, just briefly. Right knee comes underneath, right knee to the back of the right wrist, right ankle somewhere close to the left. We tuck the back foot, and we just gently come down into pigeon. So we adjust whatever we need to adjust to feel superbly at ease. You can stay upright. You can come onto your forearms. If that back leg, that back foot is calling out your name and you want to bend it and take hold of that gorgeous foot, go for it. Either way, we're going to take about 90 seconds here. So whatever you need. Wherever you are, just make sure the breath is as full and as easy as it possibly can be. And then if you are on your forearms, just think about climbing back up to your hands. We're going to make our way to a twist. So let the body swing to the right, so you can ease the back foot around and come in to a twist. So if this feels too intense, as usual, bottom leg can be straight. But either way, we hug in this incredible knee and we use our free arm as our little post, our little fence pose. And we can push into that and rise up and out of the spine. Eyes are soft. If you wish, you can very gently nod the head. Inhale when you're ready. Come back into center. Depending on where you are, if you've got a double feet, you can bring the knees a little bit closer together, take the arms forward. You need to reach them quite a long way forward. Tuck the toes, come back to twisted down dog, and then untwisted down dog, or come to down dog however you're able. Right knee comes up into three-legged. Right knee seeks out the back of the right wrist. Right ankle makes its way a little bit towards, right ankle, what was I saying? Left ankle makes its way towards the right wrist. We're basically in pigeon on the other side. We've tucked the back toes, we've gone long, and we've rested. So just like with our trap stretch, you might need something different in pigeon. So this side you might stay up or you might come onto your forearms. This side you might put a blanket or a block underneath the left hip. And this front of the thigh, the straight front of the thigh, might need a little bit of lengthening. So again, you might catch hold, hug it in. Either way, we've got about another 45 nice, rich seconds. your weight comes to the left hand side, so it's going to free that back leg up, that back leg bends, and it takes a twist across the body. Top knee is facing straight up. We hug in, and we allow the spine to twist wherever it's happiest. The more we hug the knee closer into the chest, for me the deeper the stretches through the glutes. And if it feels nice, then feel free to close your eyes and soften the head. And then inhale when you're ready, face the center. Take the hands behind you, take the weight off the feet, and across. Make your way down onto your back. Fabulous time to grab a blanket. Fabulous time to pop some sockies on. And we get comfortable in Shavasana. And as usual on a Monday, after everything, all of those intense flows, when we drop into our Shavasana, we just stay in Shavasana, in quiet. And know that you can make any adjustments, any changes, any rearranges. And firstly, just check in with the back of the head. And if you gently take it to one side and then the other, see if you can find neutral. And then open and spread the shoulders. Drop them down. And ease the heart forward just a little. Let the muscles framing the spine find relief in the ground. So exhale, bring the exhale to the muscles of the back. Let them widen. And then do the same to the belly. Try and get the belly as soft and as warm as possible. Let the hips take up space and spill out. And then let the feet feel the floor. And just because you think a thought doesn't mean that it's true. So choose wisely the thoughts that you want to invest in today or tonight. Thoughts in line with your deepest good. And rest here. I'll let you know moments are finished. Then stay in Shavasana. You probably just need to pause this video. Otherwise, gently roll over onto your right hand side. Taking your time to come up into a seated position. Extending the arms out to the side and straight to the sky. And then all the way into Namaste, into the heart center. Bow the head forward. Namaste.